Your words have a big impact on your life. Every thought, every belief, and every emotion you experience are all shaping your future as we speak. As you hear these words, you have the power to change your life for the better. It's not just a distant dream or wishful thinking, it's based on science. It's how your brain and body work together to make your desires a reality. Think about this. How often do you find yourself saying things like, "I'm not up for this," or "That's too tough for me"? Those aren't just harmless thoughts. They're influencing your subconscious mind and telling your body what to expect. And here's the thing. Your body pays attention. It reacts to those negative thoughts by releasing chemicals that make you feel like trapped, powerless, and scared. But here's the amazing part. You can turn this around. You can use the same process to create the life you've always dreamed of. Right now, declare your intent to the universe. You're ready for prosperity and big wins. Putting it in writing multiplies its impact, so must comment with, "I am destined to win big and attract wealth." It all begins with how you talk to yourself. When you start being kind, confident, and believing in your potential, that's when things start to change. Your brain can't tell the difference between what's happening around you and what you vividly imagine. So, when you keep telling yourself, "I can achieve great things," or "opportunities are coming my way easily," your brain starts to believe it too. And it's not just your brain. Your whole body gets involved. Those positive thoughts trigger the release of good feelings like dopamine and serotonin. You start to feel more energetic and optimistic. You even carry yourself differently and notice opportunities you might have missed before. This isn't just about thinking positively, it's about changing the way your brain works. Every time you choose a positive thought over a negative one, you're strengthening those connections in your brain. You're literally changing its structure. But it goes even deeper. Your thoughts and emotions send out signals that interact with the world around you. When you align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with what you want, you're creating a match. You're becoming a magnet for the things you desire. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, "That sounds great, but my life is full of problems right now. How can I just ignore that?" Here's the truth. You don't ignore your current situation. You acknowledge it, but you don't let it define you. Use it as a starting point for change. Start small. Pick one area of your life where you want to see improvement, like your health, relationships, or career. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, start talking to yourself about how you want it to be. Use the present tense as if it's already happening. For example, instead of saying, "I hope I can lose weight someday," say, "I am getting healthier and stronger every day." At first, it might feel a bit strange. Your old ways of thinking will try to take over, and that's okay. It's normal. Just keep at it. The more you practice this new way of thinking, the more natural it becomes. Here's a simple exercise you can try. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and think about something you really want in your life. Got it? Now imagine you already have it. Feel the joy, excitement, and gratitude. Let those positive feelings fill your body. Now, open your eyes. How did that feel? Pretty good, right? That's the power of aligning your thoughts and emotions with what you want. But here's the thing. It's not enough to do this occasionally. It needs to become a habit. You need to make it part of your daily routine, just like brushing your teeth or taking a shower. Start your day by talking to yourself positively. Before you even get out of bed, say something like, "Today is full of amazing opportunities. I am ready to receive all the good that's coming my way." Throughout the day, catch yourself when you start to think negatively. Pause, take a breath, and replace that thought with a more empowering one. Remember, your subconscious mind is always listening. It doesn't judge whether your thoughts are good or bad. It just takes them as instructions. So when you consistently give it positive, empowering thoughts, it starts to work on making those thoughts real. Now, let's talk about the importance of emotion. It's not enough to just say the words. You need to feel them. Emotion is what powers your thoughts. When you combine a clear intention with a strong, positive emotion, that's when you really start to see changes. Recall a time when you were really thrilled about something, like a vacation you were planning, or a project that got you fired up. Remember how that excitement gave you an extra boost of energy and made any obstacles seem less daunting? That's the power of emotion at work. So, when you're talking to yourself in this new way, really dive into those feelings. If you're saying, "I am confident and capable," feel that confidence in your bones. Stand up straight, smile, and let that feeling of capability flow through you. The more real you make it feel, the stronger the impact. If this is resonating with you, subscribe now. It's free and helps us bring even more value your way. Now let's talk about something important. This isn't about ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect when it's not. It's about changing your focus. It's about deciding where to put your mental and emotional energy. Think of it this way. Imagine you're driving at night. You can only see as far as your headlights, but you can still make the entire trip that way. You don't need to see the whole road to know you'll reach your destination. Similarly, you don't need to have everything figured out right now. You just need to focus on the next positive step you can take. When you start talking to yourself in an empowering way, you're illuminating the path ahead. You're telling your brain, this is where we're headed, and this is what we're working towards. Your brain then helps you spot opportunities, come up with creative solutions, and take actions that align with your goals. Now let's discuss consistency. This isn't a quick fix or a one-time deal. It's a new way of living. It's about changing years, maybe even decades, of habitual thinking. That takes time and practice. But here's the good news. Every time you choose a positive thought over a negative one, you're making progress. Every time you speak to yourself with kindness and encouragement instead of criticism, you're changing your brain. Think of it like exercising. You wouldn't expect to get in shape by going to the gym just once, right? It's the consistent effort over time that brings results. The same is true for your mental and emotional well-being. Every day you practice speaking to yourself in this new way, you're building stronger neural pathways and creating new patterns of thinking and feeling. And here's something really exciting. As you start to see small changes in your life, it becomes easier to believe in bigger changes. Success builds on success. When you notice you're feeling more confident or that opportunities are coming your way, it reinforces your new way of thinking. It creates a positive cycle. Now, I want to address something that might come up for some of you. You might be thinking, but what about when things go wrong? What about when I face setbacks or disappointments? This is where the real power of this practice shines through. When you've been consistently speaking to yourself in a positive, empowering way, you build resilience. You develop a core of inner strength that helps you bounce back from setbacks more quickly. Instead of getting stuck in negative self-talk when things don't go as planned, you're able to step back and say, okay, this didn't work out. What can I learn from this? How can I use this to grow? You see, the way you speak to yourself doesn't just affect your mood in the moment. It shapes your entire outlook on life. When you habitually speak to yourself with kindness and encouragement, you develop a more optimistic, growth-oriented mindset. You start to see challenges as opportunities for learning and growth rather than as threats or failures. This shift in perspective is incredibly powerful. It changes how you approach everything in your life. Instead of shrinking back from challenges, you start to welcome them. You know that every experience, whether it feels good or bad in the moment, is an opportunity for growth and learning. Let's talk about another important aspect of this practice: gratitude. When you're working on attracting what you desire, it's easy to focus solely on what you want and forget to appreciate what you already have. But gratitude is a powerful attractor. When you speak to yourself with gratitude, you're aligning yourself with abundance. Try this. Every day, speak to yourself about 3 things you're grateful for. Really feel the gratitude as you say it. I am so thankful for my health. I am grateful for the love in my life. I appreciate the opportunities I have to learn and grow. This practice does 2 things. First, it puts you in a positive emotional state, which makes you more receptive to good things. Second, it trains your brain to notice the good things in your life, which in turn attracts more good things. Now, let's address another common question. What if I don't believe what I'm saying to myself? Isn't that just lying? This is a great question, and it brings up an important point. The goal isn't to lie to yourself. It's to expand your beliefs about what's possible for you. If you're not accustomed to talking to yourself in a positive way, it might feel a bit odd or uncomfortable at first. That's perfectly fine. Begin with statements that feel genuine, even if they're small. Instead of saying, "I am wealthy," which might seem far-fetched if you're struggling financially, try, "I'm open to new opportunities to increase my income." Instead of, "I have the perfect relationship," try, "I'm worthy of love and respect." As you practice, you'll find that your comfort zone starts to grow. Thoughts that once seemed impossible will start to feel more achievable. This is because you're actually changing the way your brain works. You're creating new pathways that support these more positive beliefs. Remember, your brain is incredibly flexible. It's always learning and changing based on your experiences and what you focus on. When you consistently speak to yourself in a positive, empowering way, you're teaching your brain to help you achieve your goals. If you're looking to attract a new job, don't just say, "I have a great job." Really picture it. Imagine yourself walking into your new office, feeling the excitement and satisfaction of doing work you love, hearing the conversations with your colleagues, and smelling the coffee in the break room. The more vivid you make it in your mind, the more powerful the effect. This kind of detailed visualization, combined with positive self-talk, is like giving your subconscious mind a clear roadmap. It knows exactly what to look for and what to move towards. And remember, your subconscious mind is incredibly powerful. It's working around the clock, processing millions of pieces of information, and making connections you're not even aware of. When you give it clear, positive instructions through your self-talk and visualization, you're harnessing that power to help you achieve your desires. Now, let's address something that might be on your mind. You might be thinking, "This all sounds great, but I've tried positive thinking before and it didn't work." If that's you, I want you to consider this. Were you consistent? Did you stick with it even when you didn't see immediate results? Did you combine your positive thoughts with actions that aligned with your goals? You see, speaking to yourself in this new way isn't a magic trick. It's not about saying some words and then waiting for your desires to magically appear. It's about creating a new mindset, a new way of being in the world, and that takes time and consistent effort. Think of it like planting a garden. You don't plant a seed one day and expect to see a fully grown plant the next day, right? You need to water it, make sure it gets sunlight, and protect it from weeds. You need to be patient and consistent in your care. The same is true for this practice. Every time you choose a positive thought, every time you speak to yourself with kindness and encouragement, you're planting a seed. You're creating the conditions for growth and positive change in your life. But you need to keep at it. You need to be patient and trust the process. And here's something really important. You need to combine your positive self-talk with actions that match your words. If you're saying to yourself, "I'm attracting financial abundance," but you're not taking any steps to improve your financial situation, you're sending mixed signals to your subconscious mind. Your actions need to align with your words. If you're speaking to yourself about attracting a healthier body, make choices that support that. If you're talking about attracting a loving relationship, put yourself in situations where you can meet new people. If you're focusing on career success, take steps to improve your skills or network. Remember, the universe responds to your energy, to your vibration, and your vibration isn't just about what you say to yourself. It's about your overall state of being, your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. When all these are aligned with what you want to attract, that's when you become an unstoppable force of creation in your own life. Now, I want to talk about something that might be a bit uncomfortable, but it's crucial to understand. Sometimes, when you start speaking to yourself in this new way and focusing on what you want to attract, things in your life might seem to get worse before they get better. You might face unexpected challenges or setbacks. If this happens, don't get discouraged. This is actually a good sign. It means change is happening. You're shaking things up. You're disrupting old patterns. It's like cleaning out a cluttered closet. Sometimes you need to make a bigger mess before you can create order. During these times, it's more important than ever to stay consistent with your positive self-talk. Remind yourself that this is part of the process. Speak to yourself with encouragement and compassion. I'm strong enough to handle this challenge. This is an opportunity for growth and learning. I trust in the process of life. These moments of challenge are actually incredible opportunities. They're chances to prove to yourself that you're committed to your new way of thinking and being. When you can maintain your positive self-talk, even in the face of difficulties, you're building incredible mental and emotional strength. Now, let's talk about the importance of letting go. This might sound contradictory, but it's actually a crucial part of attracting what you desire. While it's important to be clear about what you want and to speak to yourself positively about it, you also need to release your attachment to the outcome. This doesn't mean you stop wanting it or working towards it. It means you trust that the universe has your back. You trust that if something doesn't work out the way you expected, it's because something even better is on its way. Now, let's discuss the power of creativity in this process. Your subconscious mind really responds to imagery and metaphors, so get creative with your self-talk. Use vivid language that sparks your imagination. Instead of just saying, "I am successful," you might say, "I'm flying high with success." Instead of, "I am healthy," try, "My body is a vibrant and energetic machine." The more vivid and engaging your self-talk, the more impact it has on your subconscious mind. And don't be afraid to have fun with this. The more you enjoy your practice of positive self-talk, the more you'll want to do it. So play around with different phrases and images. Find ways of speaking to yourself that feel good and energizing to you. Now, let's address something that might be on your mind. You might be thinking, but what about when I'm around other people? Won't it seem strange if I'm always talking to myself positively? Much of this self-talk can be internal. It's about the thoughts running through your mind. But even when you're speaking out loud, there are ways to naturally incorporate positive self-talk. For example, instead of saying, "I hope this works out," you might say, "I'm looking forward to seeing how this unfolds." Instead of, "I'm nervous about this presentation," you could say, "I'm excited to share my ideas with the team." These small shifts in how you express yourself not only change your own mindset, but also influence how others perceive and interact with you. When you speak with confidence and positivity, you inspire confidence in others. Now, let's talk about the importance of aligning your environment with your new way of speaking to yourself. Your environment, the people you spend time with, the media you consume, the spaces you inhabit, all influence your thoughts and emotions. So, speak to yourself about creating an environment that supports your growth and desires. I am surrounding myself with positive, supportive people. I am creating a space that inspires and energizes me. I am choosing to consume information that uplifts and empowers me. Remember, everything in your life reflects your inner world. As you change how you speak to yourself, you'll naturally start to make changes in your outer world as well. These changes, in turn, will support your continued growth and positive self-talk. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. The way you speak to yourself is one of the most powerful tools you have for creating the life you desire. It's the foundation upon which everything else is built. So, starting right now, make a commitment to yourself. Commit to speaking to yourself with kindness, with encouragement, and with unwavering belief in your own potential. Commit to aligning your thoughts, your words, and your actions with what you want to attract. Make this practice a part of your daily routine, just like brushing your teeth or taking a walk. The more you do it, the more natural it will feel. And remember, it's okay to take it one step at a time. Every small change you make in how you speak to yourself is a step towards a more positive, fulfilling life. As you move forward, remember that the way you speak to yourself shapes your reality. Each positive thought, word, and action brings you closer to the life you desire. Stay consistent, be patient, and trust in the process. You have the power to create amazing things. Just speak them into existence and watch your life transform. Keep believing in yourself and never stop moving towards your goals. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.